We were created to be in relationships, healthy, fruitful relationships. A fruitful relationship is one that is prosperous, plentiful, and produces much, not just in the way of material things, but in all things. This type of relationship cannot be achieved without communication, and a healthy relationship requires healthy communication. When you speak, do you speak criticism, discouragement, and rejection into your relationship? Or do you speak encouragement, support, and unconditional love? Introducing Dr. Linda Wiley. Dr. Wiley is a speaker, author, and life coach who is dedicated to helping individuals build better relationships in every area of life.
As a specialist and as a psychologist and as a person who's been specializing in the area of relationships, she talks about and she's developed some materials on the qualities and the elements of what it takes to develop healthy relationships. I only teach that which I know. And so I yield to people who I can learn from, who I can grow from, who as a result of their knowledge and abilities can share with me what it takes to develop a healthy relationship.
Wholeness. Everybody say the word wholeness.
As a speaker in the Les Brown Speakers Network and a co-host of the Love and Relationships Show, formerly on Atlanta's V103, her perspectives have been heard on numerous radio and television shows in Atlanta, Chattanooga, Chicago, and New York. Currently, Dr. Wiley can be heard regularly on the Blog Talk radio show, as well as WAOK Atlanta, also available on the internet via TuneIn. She also works with businesses of all sizes to improve employee performance through diversity and inclusion, leadership development, and relationship management. Dr. Wiley's passion is creating strong women to nurture strong families for a strong society, and she does it by building better relationships. And now, after collaborations with nationally known authors and speakers, Dr. Wiley has penned a book all her own, Tame Your Tongue and Transform Your Relationship.
I'm committed to improving the self-esteem of women and impacting the family dynamic. I believe that families in America are in trouble today, and one of the reasons why we're in trouble is because we just don't talk to one another. And when we do communicate, we don't do it effectively. So if I can help change the way that we speak to one another in relationships, then I can have a positive impact on the family dynamic, on women, on their self-esteem, etc. Well, the book is for everybody, but it was written primarily for women because when you think about it, in a relationship, women are the ones that tend to be more verbal. We do most of the talking. And so if women can understand the impact of what they say and how they say it, then that's going to help with the relationship. But the book is also for men because men are on the listening end of what the women have to say. So if men understand the communication patterns of women, you know, what we say, how we say it, why we say it, then again, we've got more understanding and more compatibility and a healthier relationship. The whole concept of the tongue really is nothing more than a communication pattern. We all have communication patterns. And when you speak, the Bible says the power of life and death is in the tongue. So when you speak, you're either speaking life into a relationship or death into a relationship. And you need to understand the impact. First of all, identify which tongue is yours. And then secondly, understand the potential impact of your tongue on the other person and on the relationship. So regardless of whether you're male or female, you need to understand the impact of what you say and how you say it. I want the reader to understand that they are an active player in the success or the failure of their relationship. I want the reader to understand that words have power. And you cannot just say what you want, when you want, how you want, without there being some consequence. So understand how you speak, how others hear and interpret what you say and how it makes them feel. If that's a good thing, then continue in that vein. But if not, then use the tips and techniques in the book to help you speak life into your relationship.
Hello, my name is Steve Duncanson, President and CEO of True Destiny Leadership Group, and it is my pleasure to offer this testimonial and endorsement for Dr. Linda Wiley. Dr. Wiley and I have collaborated on a number of efforts through the years, from seminars to radio broadcasts, and we've even shared the stage with our mentor, the great Les Brown. Linda's knowledge in the area of relationships and diversity is tremendous. Her advice and assessments are always relevant, timely, and quite insightful. She really reflects her message. She doesn't just deliver information. She connects with those with whom she works. It's been my pleasure to have worked with her in the past, and I look forward to doing it again in the future. Keep up the good work, Linda.
I met Dr. Linda through premarital counseling from my church. I was planning on getting married to this particular guy, and several of the questions that were asked. One of the things that I noticed with the guy that I was going to marry was that it was more of a negative communication style. It resulted in the premarital counseling that we decided not to get married. And looking back in retrospect, that was a great decision. One of the great things that I learned from Dr. Linda is that communication has got to be present if you want to have a lifetime friend, a lifetime husband, lifetime wife.
I heard Dr. Linda Wiley on the radio and was completely inspired by the relationship advice she was giving. So I decided to pick up her book because I knew I needed some help in the communication area. I've been in a relationship before, I was married before, and we had a lot of communication issues, and I knew moving forward as I kind of worked on myself and some of the issues that plagued our marriage, that this book would be extremely helpful to me, and it was. I'm so glad that I read it. I have a new outlook on how to communicate with a partner, actually how to communicate better in general, and I'm so glad that I picked up the book, because now I think I am ready for my next new husband.
As you can see, Dr. Wiley has the unique ability to tap into the very root of relationship issues. Her new book, Tame Your Tongue and Transform Your Relationship, can help individuals prepare for new relationships and bring peace and true intimacy to couples in relationships new and old. Go to drlindawiley.net to learn how to purchase this life-changing book and to schedule Dr. Wiley for engaging seminars and dynamic training sessions at businesses, churches, and nonprofit organizations. If you want to bring change to your life, your relationship, or your organization so that it will never again be the same, Dr. Linda Wiley can help. She is changing the way we relate to one another, one relationship at a time.